Nigeria, we envy our own dear native land. No tribe and tongue they differ, in brotherhood we stand. And we in human praise, going away. Unilorin, Unilorin, Unilorin. Unity we grow, committed to the sin of our land, from vanity.
Let me start by warmly welcoming you all to this epoch-making event. The association, thinking of putting this together, resonates with the avowed roles of alumni associations all over the world. I congratulate the leadership for identifying with our university on this historic milestone. On behalf of the entire university community, I salute your organization for making this giant stride at this point in our existence as a university. This year has been designated to mark our golden jubilee as a university. What the university is celebrating is 50 years of excellence, resilience, and impact. 50 years of nurturing minds, shaping destinies, and contributing to national and global development. 50 years of steadfast commitment to the ideas upon which this institution was founded: excellence, integrity, and service to humanity. It is indeed a celebration of our core values as an institution of higher learning. And listening to the chairman of today's occasion and the national president relishing their experiences as students of the University of Unilorin, you will agree with me that there are some unique positions, there are some factors that has distinguished the University of Unilorin from the others. And those factors are those of courage, commitment, and focused determination to achieve goals. And this has been sustained even up until now. Looking at places where our products are making their marks in Nigeria and across the world, it is clear as crystal that we are truly better by far. If you look at the railway corporation, you look at JAM, you look at immigration and such other spheres where we have our products as the chief executive, you will definitely see the difference. Our alumni have excelled across all spheres of lives in academia, public service, entrepreneurship, politics, health, technology, and the arts. You are pride and ambassadors of your legacy. I am indeed proud of you all. By the time the Son of Iron is premiered in our university as part of the 50th anniversary, we will also appreciate the fact that we are not just a bunch of irresponsible products, we are products that Nigeria is very well proud of. Unilorin at 50/08. Dear alumni, this milestone calls for celebration, but also for reflection and ownership. I consciously and intentionally decided to address you today on Unilorin at 50, own it, and leave a legacy. Because for me, this celebration is yours. It is your university. It is about you, and it is yours to own. Don't allow others to blow your trumpet for you. Blow it yourself so that you can create the exact tune you want people to hear. This university belongs to you. You are its living testimony. You embody its values, carry its stories, and reflect its reputation in your communities and professions. Anywhere you are, Unilorin should radiate positively. As one of our illustrious and proud alumnus, Professor Emeritus Eze Akolaniwaju Oloyede, the registrar of JAMB, will say, if you remove Unilorin from him, he will become nobody. I charge you all to embrace that philosophy, because that is what will give action to our mantra, see you again, and will ensure that your give back is permanent. Let us continue to fly the flag high, to keep Unilorin spirit alive, better by character, better by learning, indeed better by far. Let us own the university, let us own the celebration, and let us use this to create enduring and sustainable legacies for future generations.
To commemorate this 50th anniversary, we are creating a hall, an iconic building, to serve as a remembrance for this program. It's going to be an innovation hub for me and the generation coming to benefit from. In the same respect, one of the things I thought to the lot of Ilorin is I have tankesa. Permanent site. Campus. And I said, what does it mean? What does that mean? These are people begging for transport. That should not be our topography. That should not be our identity of the university. The university has bought some COVID buses this year alone that I'm aware of. But we can do more. If you have a light train at university, it's not out of point, because when you are at the gate to the university, you are on a journey. So we want to improve on our transport system, so that there's not going to be suffering and smiling. Come to the university, 8 o'clock lecture, not that you'll be sweating. Or 9 a.m., you'll be sweating. We can do it. It's doable. Thank God we have the ND of NRC here. So what we want is not COVID buses anymore. We are looking at how we can partner with people to have a light train in the system. And university is big. If you know where the health science is, if you know where the teaching hospital is, then you know we have another thing to do. That's why we are doing this morning. That is why we are inviting you for the program that is coming ahead. So that a lot of us come to Ilorin, join us at Ilorin, celebrate the daughter of Ilorin, and donate generously.
We joined Ilorin at the infancy. The university was just about 6 years or so. We didn't meet the likes of Professor Oloyede, and we never know as at that time that such great people will eventually emerge in this country that will make us much more proud that we passed through the university. But we had the opportunity of meeting an alumni who came in to give, I believe it was an alumni university lecture. Then Mr. Dapo Ashaju, now professor and former vice chancellor of one of the private universities. And all of us now look forward to the day we become alumni too. We are doing Unilorin at 50. It's an opportunity for all of us to get back to that university and give back. That university, this university has given to all of us. Whatever anybody has in mind, go and talk to the vice chancellor. Let the vice chancellor tell us the way forward. And we learned that the vice chancellor had actually done enough. Any has issues with alumni structure, it is time to bury. Let us come together.
Actually known for is social event. Beyond social events, there are other key things that we should do. Yes, 4 pillars of alumni that I've identified here is 1, voluntary services. Number 2, communication. Voluntary services means you are a product of a university. Without being invited, you should be able to approach the management and say, we can do this for you. I know so many entrepreneurs who are part of university, of some universities. You know, one of my brother-in-laws is going there on November 6th or 5th. They are leveraging on that, Faculty of Engineering. Some of you who are here also, you are waiting for you to be invited. You are waiting for the official letterhead of the vice chancellor. Don't wait there. Approach vice chancellor now. Whisper to him. There are opportunity for you to overcome. Not only that, alumni association should open doors of communication. Before now, people assume that what we do in alumni is Obange secret Ogboni thing. It's only the president that knows what he's doing in the alumni. Nobody bothers to know because he's not ready to offer any explanation. We should be able to communicate to them. Let us share our ideas. If ideas were not shared, I'm sure Dr. Kwefa will not be approached. Dr. Kwefa, I was told what you did when they came to you. They have been waiting. Immediately you saw that alumni have been waiting. You suspended what you are doing to attend to them in your office. That is the spirit. They told me so that you know that I know you more now, so you can't run away. So, ways Unilorin Alumni Association members can contribute to the alma mater. Number one, I said by cash donations. Today, the jeep of vice chancellor is very, very big, and the container, the space at the back can carry cash. Don't run after him. You are wasting your time. In other words, you can give cash donation to the university. In no small measure, as much as God has blessed you, donate cash to the university. If you don't have, those who have, approach vice chancellor, approach my president. This is the way to uplift the dreams and aspiration of our university. Not only that, estate planning. President, I saw it. They want to do conference center, alumni conference center. It's part of the planning. In this regard, this is the time when former students will see the need to pay back to their alma mater. This is highly imperative because at one time or the other, alumni dues must have been collected from them. They must feel the impact of the association in their lives. Ladies and gentlemen, let all of us see ourselves as brothers and sisters who have come together with the spirit of delivering the goods for the betterment. That course, I don't know that course, you know it too, that will have given you extra year. At the end, you graduated, and today, you are not just alive, but you are here in this hall to celebrate the 50th anniversary of this institution. It is time for us to pay back. Let us all be ready to pay back. No amount is small for us. In conclusion, Alumni Association was established 50 years ago. The institution has developed and grown from strength to strength with so many well-meaning Nigerians who pass through the university. The university, no doubt, needs Alumni Association for the sustainability of various giant strikes being recorded by the current leadership of the visionary Vice Chancellor, Professor Wahab Olashubo Ebewole, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. We must all rise up to support the management. We all own the university. Don't sit on the fence. If you sit on the fence, it is prohibited. I sincerely thank you and appreciate the Southwest State chapters of the Unilorin Alumni Association for providing this platform for us to celebrate our alma mater.
It's a reflection of our past achievements, but a bold statement of our future aspirations. The theme, excellence beyond academics, speaks to the very soul of our great institution. A university that has consistently produced graduates who excel not only in their fields of study, but also in leadership, in innovation, entrepreneurship, and service to humanity. And I think the various experiences we have just been opportunity to listen to speak to all this. As chairman of the Unilorin 50 celebration, I am deeply honored to witness the convergence of brilliant minds and passionate voices here today. The symposium sets the tone for a week-long celebration that will culminate in a grand finale from November 23rd to 28th of 2025.
I've always said it, that my 4 years in Unilorin wasn't particularly the best years of my life. But then again, looking back, I realized that it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. So I would ask you, looking back, what specific things, what specific skills or experience help you to shape the most eventful. When you look back at your time in school, what was the most useful thing you took away, whether it was knowledge or experience that you were grateful? Anytime you're grateful, like, thank God I was in Lorin. Because I remember telling someone last night, are you coming to our party? I can't remember anything good. So for you, what was it?
Is anything I do today that has given me fame and name, that I do quite well, that I didn't start doing at the University of Alumni. I studied history, but I knew all along that I'll be a journalist. I was in the press club, and
You know you had a press club.
So many.
Wow. You didn't have that.
I wasn't just in the press club. I was editor of Waves Press Club.
Wow.
And I would say in my last 2 years in that school, Waves Press Club caused so much pain to students, even to lecturers. I am privileged to have survived rustication. What we were doing at that time was investigative. We knew some guests who are fond of going to Kwara Hotel and wait for clients. So, as editor, I will send my reporters to go and lie in wait for them at Kwara Hotel at Harmony Garden. We wait until they are picked one after another, and we will get the names of all those guests. So
that was CIA job.
What?
CIA.
The press club was doing that at that time. We were the only ones doing it. Then on Monday morning, we put a notice. Where was Miss so person between the hours of so on this day? Once we put that notice, to be running helter-skelter.
Wow.
And I would deliberately not sleep in my room. If you can't locate me, you then stop the story.
You were here before Instablog Naija. I just remember.
So at a point, we went after a girl who was very close to our HOD. See, this is a story that not told even one of the closest people to me. So the HOD called me to his office. He said, all those girls you are bugging, they will graduate before you. When he said that, I said, because you are HOD, I will teach you a lesson. I then got my boys to write an anonymous threat letter to him that if he values his life, let Babajide graduate too. Because that threat came, and we were less than 3 months
to graduation.
Yes. So I'm like, what's wrong with this man? So when that threat was issued, he then reported me to the faculty officer. And that faculty officer was close to my mom. In fact, I would say I came into University of Unilorin with my UTME result. Was the one who elevated me to 200 level. So once he saw that I was involved, he said, this can't happen. No. But the moment that report was made to the faculty officer, the lecturers, some of them were taking me high unit courses. They started calling me and telling me, because you are about to graduate, that's why you are doing this. You are even threatening a teacher. It went on. The faculty officer convinced them not to do anything, not to stop me. But in my final year, all those high unit courses, I performed so poorly in them. Thank God for the courses that I was doing in the other faculties. So those ones, some of them were 3 unit courses, and I did well in those ones. And if I had not been doing well, maybe from 200 level or so, they will have dropped me to 3rd class. So I cannot take all those risks in university.
And then come out.
And then when I'm on the big Nigerian stage, people will now expect that, the awardly is the performance of his duties. That day will not come.
DJ QE and your money link.
You know? So the university has a way of shaping your character. Once you are out of the university, you are maybe in your mid-30s, you can't do character transplant. Your character is it's finished.
Thank you very much, sir.
So that is the thing. I always knew I would become a journalist. And I will say an investigative journalist. I will say a fearless journalist.
Yeah. And then
because I had always done that.
Yes.
When I got to Unilorin, a boy from Lagos, I thought things would be just as rosy as it used to be. But the very first lecturer I met, Professor Sam A. Adewale, in English department, said, he asked the question and I answered. And he said, but here, go not do law. Oh, they move first.
First class? The very first class you took?
The very first class. Wow. So, I took it on myself that I must give my best. That I will do everything. And so, it was from pillar to post. Running just to ensure I must get something that will surprise that man.
Because you can't come back to Lagos and say, okay, people defeated.
At the end of the day, Baba gave me B69 in 3 unit courses, and I landed in 2nd class over. So, getting back to Lagos with all those drills, particularly lecturers like Ogunbayo Ogunjimi, is also he comes in to tell you, I am proudly the son of Oluawo of my town. And this man spent 7 extra years before getting his PhD. So he was arguing with a white lecturer on a principle about Europe. At the end of the day, he was correct. Whoa. And so, one lesson I learned from it, he got that PhD and it was backdated. Wow! It now became a problem for us students. Because if you are introducing, if you want to relate with Ogunbayo Ogunjimi, you must mention it that PhD 19. So I had, in fact, there were young, some among them, like Abdurrashid Nala, who had served as vice of 2 universities, like Taiwo Toba Oju. They were all there, and you know, young boys, we see them that they are not too far from us. And that also gave us some knocks. End of the day, when I got to Lagos and I started work from the classroom, that spirit of excellence, wanting to get the best from all situations, manifested. I didn't know anybody, and I'm saying it here, before I was moved from the classroom to the office. And again from the office as an education officer to an administrative officer. Opefa is here, is my brother. We are from the same place. And he knows that all through my career, I stand to be corrected. I did not serve as head of department. The only person who did not serve as head of department that became a permanent secretary. Because I was just being attached directly to permanent secretaries and heads of service. So it got to a level when they are doing meetings, some of them will even look at me, was that kind of courage and resilience really manifested to the extent that I became like a multitasker. They want to do program, admin officer becomes the master of ceremony. They are doing establishment matters. In fact, it got to a level, some ESCO members will be asking, when will that boy become a permanent secretary? As I then I was just on level 12.
Wow.
So
the MC was asking earlier, why did they give us better by far? Have you gotten your answer?
Yes!
You can see. Okay, very good. I will just two people. Imagine if I give the microphone to the entire room. You understand what we mean. Better, definitely by far. Thank you very much, sir. Please pass the mic to Mr. Steve.
I graduated from the University of Performing Arts, from the Department of Performing Arts. And the stories there were stories of resilience and when we go to Lagos to practice was when we knew the essence of being in the University of Unilorin or coming from the University of Unilorin, because I saw Shige in Lagos. I was born and brought up in the north. I mean, practically a house boy. So the first time I got to Lagos was when I came to Lagos to practice. Because of graduation, I asked, okay, I want to practice. I cannot suffer this kind of suffer in the University of Unilorin and not practice, like my older brother said. So they said, Lagos is the center of entertainment, you have to work in Lagos. Because prior to that time, all of us living in the north or away from Lagos, we don't want to come to Lagos. There was no food, there was nothing, but anytime you buy newspaper and you open newspaper, people news in Lagos. Downfall falling from the usual page. We will just see yellow posts, you will see people running, you will see people, I can't go to, I don't want to go to Lagos. But I had to come to Lagos upon graduation when I finished my service. The most regimented department in every university is theatre arts department. It's like the military. As a matter of fact, our police from other departments, when they're passing by our department, they will say, we're revising all this one. Because they will see students serving punishment. If you come out to rehearsals, you will run around the culture like 10 times. And our department is very impressive when you enter temporary science and when you campus. When you enter, you will see that big statue from the department, you will see. So when everyone is passing, they will branch. And when people be hearing drum, they will branch. They will see people going down. Carry to your work, carry to. And when you get to the university, when you do that, I don't understand. Why is that happening in the department? Now, without that discipline, you will survive anywhere. And I make them to say that some of us are researching that you are proud of this is because of the water we drank at the University of Unilorin.
A round of applause.
When I got to Lagos after my service, I read performance. To progress in the field, I was told that I have to join the caucus, I have to join the group. I said, I don't understand. After graduation, why do I need to join the group? But because I want to move by fire, by force, all the money I saved during my service, I gave it to somebody that I don't want to mention again. They gave me one ID card, laminated ID card like that. I was not the rehearsal that I went for 4 years in university. I was not going to rehearsal again to go and dance. And the people living in the answers are maybe bricklayers, plumbers, They just go to work and come back. Me too, I will wear my clothes and I will wait for them. Because I just want to move forward. You know, gradually I felt I'm wasting my life there. My friends, today that just spoke here, they told me that I've worked hard. I said, you know, you are struggling there, me, I am struggling there too. But gradually, the confidence is there. I knew I would see that light at the end of the tunnel. The residence has sometimes after the houses, when the house are finished by 4 a.m., we just go to the reception to take our bath and come back. We go to our minor classes. And when you get there, you will always see the confidence student passing in the class. And the lecturer will say, I've fallen. Because they know what you are looking all through the night. That's the place they call June 12. We will go there by 2 a.m. to work with for food, eat beans and bread. Early in the morning, because we are rehearsing till like 4, we don't come back from lectures, then we continue our rehearsals. It is that ticket. But you know to go to the room, they use us as much as references.
Yeah.
Anywhere you go to the center and come is around. In terms of discipline, you will not give issues, you will be there on time, you will not leave and give it. So, when you say this, it's okay. So it is just good to know that what we experienced when we were in school, it was tough. But today we will be tough. Today, anything that happens to me, I will stand with them because I've seen worse.
Yeah.
I've experienced worse. But like I said again, today we will be
Let's not verify in here. Round of applause. These people at the back, your head did not swell. Wow. So why am I?
There are things that you don't get taught in school, but they don't simply teach us to pass exams. They teach you to be resilient, to have leadership traits, to have different skills. And those skills will help you because you don't know where you will end up. You can see today in our profession, more than 60% of today's journalists did not read anything related to journalism. So many of us are editors from the University of Unilorin. People pass through. If I start mentioning people who have edited newspaper houses, who are students of the University of Unilorin, you will be shocked because you won't even know that they were our students.
Wow.
You know, so, but we show leadership. I think our own generation back then, they used to see us simply as a focus. People just like to read. When it comes to entertainment and all that, Unilorin does not number amongst those universities.
Oh, we've started going to night class from the first
We just face our studies. And that's wherever we find ourselves.
Yes.
Because we've been so thoroughly brought up, because we've been forged in the fire of excellence.
Yes.
We always give our best. We always do credit to our university.
Whether you are going to sell yourself to get an answer, or you are going to possibly, you just must get it done. And so I have to tell you that I had no life except that of service to balance it then. And it was a reflection of what also happened at Unilorin. If you are doing an elective 2-unit course like African literature, and they will give you about 16 textbooks to read. And when they set the questions there, they will join at least 3 or 4 of the textbooks in one question. And they will give you 5 questions that you must answer 3. So there is no way that you do not have that background and you now survive it when you get to the theater. So in the public service, you are only, Oga is only celebrating. But when it gets wrong, you are the one that will take the blame.
It was the preparation you had from Unilorin, it was very hard for them to compete with you.
Seriously. Wow. Because I moved as a classroom teacher to become an officer in the office without any exposure. Wow. And when I got there, just like Kolade said, some of those I met there, because they were designated administrative officers. They never wanted to open up. So what I normally do is I wait after closing, take the files. I have to study myself. So at the end of the day, when they now saw that, it seems this guy now knows the work more than, so they started falling online. But basically, I'm telling you, if it had not been Unilorin, I couldn't have survived. You know the cockerel philosophy. A new cockerel will never be immediately accepted.
Yeah, true.
It was exactly the thing that happened when I was transiting in the service. And let me shock you. I spent 14 years as a teacher. I was left with 21 years to leave service. I joined them in the mainstream service and still became a permanent secretary and spent 7.5 years as a permanent secretary.
The generation we are seeing today is not the same with what the older generation. So usually when I have the opportunity of being interviewed like this and they say, what do I want to say to a women artists? I say, well, I don't know because I'm scared. Because I just said 1% of what I want before I got to where I am now. I've not said anything about my experience. But you see, unfortunately for the generation we have today, they want to start today and they want to start today. So that is why if you ask me to advise, I don't even know what to say. But I would just say what I used to say, please, perseverance. Hard work still pays. We are example of that. And that is the essence of being a graduate of university. Something must have been something in you. So if you know, because you rush in, you rush out. I'm talking about my industry. You cut in, shortcut in, you also cut out. But there's always resolve for resilience. There's always resolve for perseverance.
What we are doing today also speaks to whatever it is we have been able to achieve. That is, the alumni has been a very strong voice in ensuring that university run. And of course, we have a very committed, reliable, industrious workforce that has also contributed to this great success. In the same vein, we have a very responsible and responsive set of students that has also assisted in ensuring that the system runs effectively. Well, it's just a call to action that as a university we have a goal, as a university we have where we want to be, as a university we have what we want to achieve, and this propels us to ensure that we get to the mileage at every point in time. Alumni association are the quote-unquote owners of the university. And that is why I felt extremely distressed when I came on board and discovered that the Alumni Association was not working as effectively as we would have wanted. And of course, we rallied around, called the attention of the members to the need for them to be united, for the need for them to be strong, for the need for them to continue to propel the association to positive direction. Thank God today we're on that path, and I hope that we'll stay on that path and continue to improve positively on it.
I feel happy. It's a combination of effort, team spirit, and resilience, and what Unilorin graduates are noted for. We've been on this trajectory for close to a year now, preparing for the 50th anniversary. And when we set up the committee, the Lagos committee, the Kwara committee, and the Abuja committee, we knew that Lagos or the Southwest, they're going to deliver. Lagos is center of excellence. The Southwest are noted for leadership. And what we have seen here so far demonstrated that understanding of what the Southwest is noted for. What we are looking at is how to reskill our graduate, upskill our graduate, retrain our graduate, preparing them for the job market, preparing them for the future. Whatever path you want to take, whether in finance, whether in IT, whether in medical profession, whether in academics, you have done well in the university by being a graduate, maybe first class, second class or part, second class lower. But beyond academic, what do theoretical aspects? What we need to tell our people. So what we are trying to do is to give them kind of the tools that will make them to survive in a more competitive, challenging world of today. Well, it's not only in the alumni. The Gen Z, if you are you that want to qualify them, They have their own unique characteristics. And one of the things is that they are very low in teamwork or networking. They live a kind of countries of friends, maybe 5-3, and that's their loyalty. What alumni is doing is basically to make them to unlock the potential, assisting in becoming an alumni member, trying to see the generation of about 20 years or 30 years who have graduated from University of Unilorin, those who are there now, and about 10 years ago, we are trying to see how we are going to join them together. So those who have gone out 30 years ago, handing over, transferring some of the goods or some of the benefits they are also enjoy from the university, and the experience of the larger society, so that the current people will also know which path to take, what to do to be relevant in our life today. So we are not going to blame them. The environment they grew up indicated such kind of attitude to life. It's our duty to bring that out of their cocoon, so that we now know that God is bigger than their family friend, or just few friends of 5 or 7. So we have an alumni of thousands of people. So that's a family, that's a friendship on its own. Key into it, then take advantage of the opportunity that exists. One of the things we put in place is to ensure that, one, we have a university that has a good name, a good brand. When you have a good brand, you should be able to celebrate the brand that you have. Make noise. University already made noise for itself by producing good graduates, making some breakthrough in research. So why should the alumni be lacking behind? So what we are trying to do to ensure that the brand that we have is good, it's a sellable brand, it's a global brand. The alumni should not lag behind. So what we are trying to do is to ensure that in all our chapters, the key into the vision of the university, our vision, one of the best universities in Nigeria, among the 10 universities in Africa, and among the best 500 universities in the world. And we are walking the talk, ensuring that all alumni can enter the train and be among the movers of the society. We congratulate ourselves, starting from 1975 to the all our vice chancellor. Some of them are late now. Those who have done their own part to ensure that Unilorin remain as a leader of university in Nigeria. So we thank them, we appreciate them. Our lecturers, our teachers who have taught us, and those who are still there, and our students, those who have graduated, and those who are there now, we appreciate them. Our goal is that this is 50th anniversary. 50th anniversary is not going to come next year. It's not going to come 2 years. It's just a celebration of life. So let's do it. Let's beat the drum. Let's go to the street and appreciate what God has done for us. And we hope that in the next 50 years, Unilorin is not going to be just a university that is known in Nigeria or in Africa. We are going to be a global leader. And that's our goal. It's not a tall ambition. It's achievable. And it's a desirable ambition which all of us should keen to ensure that we make it to that particular milestone in our life.
Last year, the 1984 medical students of the University of Unilorin, and the first engineer set, that is my class, we were at the University of Unilorin to donate an anatomy to the university worth about 30 million naira. And when we met the Vice Chancellor at his office, he informed us about this 50th anniversary, that we should be ready for it. And actually one of us, Dr. Lula, has also donated so much also to the university in terms of vehicles and other things. So, mindset, I was surprised. The first day at the university, we spent it at Mokwa. We started the community-based experience and services. So, they told us at that time, look, you guys want to be doctors. The first thing is come to where you want to work. The reason why you are going to be in the university for some time. Come and study about the people, who they are, where they live, what are their problems. And that when we train you and give you a certificate, the certificate is not, it's just a certificate of learning. That we have not taught you how to identify the problems in the society, how to take care of diseases, discover new ones, and make yourself relevant to make sure that the society improves.
There is a festival that we go for every year. It's called NUTAF. That's the Nigerian University Theatre Art Festival. When we get to any NUTAF that has all the other universities studying creative, performing, the University of Unilorin was doing school studying performing arts in my time, because it was that curriculum was designed by Mama Zulu Shifola. So when we get to NUTAF, we always feel like fish out of water because we look normal. It's a festival for theatre art students all over Nigeria.
So we look normal like the regular student. We look like accounting student or even medical student. We wear shirt and trouser. But these other schools, the way their girls dress, the way they just look very different from us. So and they look at us too. That are these people coming from a theater school or something, or did they just bring them from the point of religion? The conservatism that we were trained with initially was a problem for us, but eventually it stood us out. I mean, today I can say that I am without. I'm not somebody who likes social media so much. People will tell me that they know my name or they don't know my face. It is that training that you don't have to just. I run away from controversy. I really don't want to be known. I just want you to say my word. So today I can say that if they say that the film is the highest film in Nigerian cinema today, they will say that I'm a co-director. And without any controversy, without me really being known, but at least my work is known.
When I'm interviewing the Unilorin project, the difference is very clear. I don't know the way, whether they are HR, when you see them, when they walk into the interview or when they are talking, they go straight to the point. And for that, I say thank you to the University of Unilorin, the Vice Chancellor. I believe that they are still continuing to do that. And we pray that by the time we are going to do 100 anniversary, all of us will be present. Thank you.
We got to Unilorin in 1982 and we were made to survive. Everything, yeah, it was a bush, but we had a community. Young men, we were all in our teens, late teens, right? 19, 17, young guys. But we had seniors, no doubt. We were 100 every time. But we created a clan, let me use your English. Lagos boys, Ibadan boys. In this book, we must create Lagos life on campus. So you see, Unilorin gave us confidence. I'm an engineer, a civil engineer. We were exposed to solutions provision, problem solving. We were trained not to just apply. We were trained to start with the problem and evolve a solution. We had hands-on exposure to everything that you want civil engineering. So, when we were in school, our lecturers were there. We had PhD holders being lab technicians. Can you understand what that meant? We were exposed to the best of the best. Fast forward to now. When I started working, people engineer, we were still learning. That's what we were told. You learn all the way, every day of your life. But at some point, what we met on the field was what we had. I know, we can't just be applying what has been applied for 10, 20 years. That is the brain of engineering in the country. We are basically applicators of somebody else's discovery. We have not localized our solutions to what Nigeria needs to use to survive. Some people, well, in service, I gave myself an acronym that I'm a mad person. Not mad insane, but I'm bold enough to stand alone and make a difference. Mad make a difference. So if you call me mad, I'm not going to see you as saying anything out of the ordinary. Because you need to stand on what you believe is right and let them fact check you and test you. This confidence came from the fact that Unilorin gave us those values. And people at the end of the day tell you you're right, but it cannot work here. It busts my brain. Why can't it work here? If what I'm saying, what we should be doing, we don't need to make the energy, the effort to follow that path to get to see it through. But because we're used to the quick fixes, just be together, we bother to look at outputs. not the outcome. I'm talking projects now. I want to do this. Once the process is together and the project is finished, that is all. Who measures the outcome of the project? Is it impactful? Is it doing what it's supposed to do? And in my own little space, I try to lead from the front. Stands in Lagos. Lagos is below sea level. Drainage is a big problem in Lagos State. My friend is making fun of me already. But we dared to leave the conventional drainage technology of just doing canals that flows nowhere. I mean, in a low-lying terrain, there is no energy for water to flow down. You must pump it out. So during my team and I were able to do the first pumping station and the biggest in Africa. It's in Lagos. The government believed in us. They gave us the opportunity. And finally, some of my colleagues actually from University of Unilorin as well. Wow. Because I've had two colleagues in University of Unilorin with me. My name is Leo Koshodaide. I left Unilorin in 1987. I retired from Lagos State Service as Permanent Secretary.
1987, I wasn't born. Okay. Alright, sir, you have a local standard to us. Yeah, I'm Taiwo Salami. Okay. Managing Director, Egu Paints Nigeria Limited. I left University of Unilorin in 1989.
My name is Olusola Akinola, then now Mrs. Aino. I left 1994. I'm presently a bursar of a federal government college, Lagos.
All the people here are from where you call the Unilorin Catch-Up family.
Unilorin Catch-Up family. Okay.
My name is Engineer Abiodun Adamson. I graduated as a mechanical engineer. I left 1987 and I worked for ExxonMobil after that for about 30 years, and I'm now on my own, still working for ExxonMobil.
My name is Basirat Payne Wikarin. I graduated 84, a product of Queen's College and a businesswoman. I left secondary school 1979.
Hello, my name is Anthony Bola Adelaja. I am the head administrator for what Dr. Kwefa just described, the Unilorin Catch-Up Group. Everybody here is a member of that group. It's a social platform, the largest of its kind in terms of members of the alumni family. And we're for promote unity, enjoyment, and socialization. I'm also the president of the University of Unilorin Alumni Family in the United Kingdom and the Republic of Ireland and the entire continent of Europe. And I have been for the last 10 years.
It's not popular.
The permanent campus where he was studying.
And Unilorin was very interesting. Honestly, I don't regret going to Unilorin. And then I also thank God for what a lot of them have become now. Serious high places. Deputy governor is one of us. God bless you. Then you can say then. At my own time in 1990s, early 90s, mini campus wasn't social like. A mini campus was more social than permanent site. In fact, I danced in Africa. They called me Shola Yoyo then. And I read accounting. You can imagine mini campus. Mini campus, we are more social than them. That's why it comes out.
The truth is this. We on the permanent side make mini campus to the church. So what we do is that we use our main tickets, our pocket money to do class. And we part of that. So it's not as if you are.
Maybe in that time, the interesting guys, the funky guys.
All right, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, Catch-Up family. Good to meet you. Thank you very much, sir.
Court cases. We're too old for that. We just want to give back to Unilorin and enjoy ourselves. And
And that is my message to all of you here. Let us, whatever is going on with our alumni family, it's not an issue for me. It is not an issue, but it's an issue for Nigerians who went to University of Ilorin, who live in diaspora. We have a reunion, University of Ilorin, every 2 years. We've had 4 in Chicago, 1 in Chicago, 1 in New York. 3 years ago, we had 1 in Geneva. We had 1 2 months ago in Canada. The amount of people who go there every single time. Very prominent alumni representatives of the university. I'm talking about people who have been innovative in their career path fields. Doctors, Adeshoko, Boyga and Kule, Dr. Alumni. Every path you look into, these people come to those events because they want to give back, but they can't, they don't want to be involved in the worries of an alumni family. But you cannot give back unless you are part of the discussion. For me, for those of you who are here today, the alumni is the way forward. But it has to be on the basis that you're doing it because you want to build back into University of Ilorin. Because University of Ilorin is what made us what we are today. I am by choice a man of many, many countries. I travel all over the world. My grandchildren have in secondary school. But I actually want to go back and do something for Unilorin. I want my people to go back and do something for Unilorin. Because without Unilorin, I would have been nothing. So imbibe that culture. Imbibe that thought in your mind. Think about it and think about how you can give back. My community in the UK have nominated me to bring this back to you as their message of hope. They are hopeful that with the leadership of Professor Mbawale and the family in the University of Ilorin administration, we will be able to synergize forces and do something concrete and positive to do it. The greatest wealth out of the alumni family that you can get is from the members who are outside the shores. Why? Forex. Easy. It's an undeniable factor. If I ask today that I want us to donate 20 million naira to University of Ilorin, it will take me 5 days to get 3 people to give me that account money. But we can't do it unless I synergize with everybody else. So let us join forces. It's been a wonderful event for me. I appreciate everybody who's spoken today, all those who shared the knowledge and experiences.
We took it upon ourselves to train graduates from 2020 to 2025. And the number of them were available for the meeting. If you took part in the Employable Me program, can you please stand up? If you're here and you, wow, amazing, amazing, amazing. Wow, thank you very, very much. So we had participants all over, across the globe. In fact, I wasn't even expecting that much, and just the 2 of them were able to come. Ahmad here attended basically all the skills. We had tech skills, we had project management, we had managing NGO, we had product design, we had CV writing, and in fact it was phenomenal. And so I'll be calling on our coordinators, the people that supported, you can see our board, the people that supported the facilitator to ensure that this project went each free. So I would like to call on Olajide Olatubosun. Is Olajide Olatubosun around? He was a coordinator from Oyo State. I don't think he's here, but okay, Engineer Karim can get it for them. Thank you. Thank you very much. And we had Olatejo Rotimi. He was a coordinator for tech skills. Olatejo Rotimi, yes. For digital communication, right? Digital marketing and content creation, yes. Thank you very much. And then we had Mr. Tunde Erifalami. He was a coordinator for the tech skills. He supported the facilitator. Thank you very much. And then we had Mrs. Bukola Ajaguno. She was the coordinator for the CV writing and presentation. Mrs. Bukola Ajaguno, are you around?
So would you like to come into unemployment? Yes, sir. Okay, standing by, what are you doing? For me, I teach in a nursery school. Nursery. Mathematics in basic. I teach mathematics at basic level in Township, Abeokuta. Alright, so family. Oguntia. By far, better by far. Ogun State handed over to Ogun State. I think we need to support our 4.5 civil engineering, not Yoruba language. Awesome. Mr. Vice President, I think you want to say something. She has made us really proud. The icing on the cake for me is the kind of handing over that we are handing to the alumni, that she should just seamlessly key into the alumni and let's see how we can get her appropriately connected. As a university, we have a policy, and that is the policy of even just in first class we will accommodate them. Now that she has been overall president, we will definitely find a way to get in, and that will be after service. Thank you, Mr. President.
So he's your son and he has been trained. He has been trained in digital marketing, tech skills, CV writing and presentation, personal branding, and lots more. He attended every of the classes. So thank you very much, everybody.